How is everybody? I usually don't write everything out that I'm going to talk about right away because when I do that and I come to talk about it, I forget what I'm thinking. So I have to talk about it right away. Even if I make a mistake. Big deal. So I make a mistake. Whoopie do. Hey, no one's hurt, right? Double check the things that are most important. Make sure you don't get in anybody else's way. Sometimes two people are trying to get through the same door. Are we people? Are we citizens? Are we souls? Are we the soul with an inherited spirit? Soul, inherited spirit. Are we part of the Simpsons? SIM cards? Who are we? So here I want to talk about, I was watching this piece on Elon Musk's son, and I heard that the son's name, if I understood correctly, was X, and it was Exy, or Xash, or something like that. Hold on a second. I'm going to have to check what the name. Okay, I don't have time to find out the exactly. Look at that. Looks like a little doggy. Got must be coming out from the stuff on my wall. Maybe stuff on my ceiling. Oh my God. Where are we? I don't know. Maybe we'll take a look at the floor. Okay, let's get serious here. The name of Elon Musk's child, and Musk ending with the S plural, is AI. When you have AI together is 1 all the way to 9, creating what is the heart. When you bring two sides together, you can't possibly really do that. I'm going to explain it to you. If you go from left to right on a piano, right, and you want to end up at center C, it's going to be the 24th key from left to right. But from right to left, it's going to be the 29th key. So you're going to double over. So on the 29th day of February, you've doubled over on the 24th center C. Center C, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1, is what is known to be 11, and it is the student created from 7 times 7, 7 plus 7, equals to 49 and equals to 14. Also, number 27, okay, is noted to be the Beta Gates. That is the house of, it's this house over here. There's 7 voids. There's a 1-8 house and a 2-7 house. Everything else for me is a creation and a passage. You bring 1 and 2 together with a 3-6 house. So the 8th heaven and the 7th gate will reside in creation in the 6th light. And when you have the 6th light, the 6th light is inverted cube to what is the 1. So you already have to what is 8 void to 6 dot. And I'm not going to go into Mahjong, say 6 bam. So the name of the child, as AE calling it Ash, because once A is in the E world, okay, you produce I. And once you produce I, once you get to the E world, you already have the H. Now, not only do you have the H, but in French it's said as Ash, Spirit Heaven, 19 and 8. 91 the spirit, 1 times 8, 1 plus 8 is the high spirit. Creating these 2 letters, it's a natural. And I think Baccarat rules will explain this. 9 resides inside what is a H, and B, I resides between these 2. And the reason for that is in the alphabet, the 8th letter is the letter Z, as well as Q, which is number 17, Q17, and it's another reason for something that Mr. Elon Musk and Grimes chose. It was either they chose it or it was chosen for them, because it's telling us of the coming times. AL, okay, and if you ever saw the program Reboot, they used to call it Al's Diner, because what it is because when I comes to fruition, comes in the birth within the heavens, okay, what happens is it happens in creation. Now the question is it recreation? Because in French, this is how they say R, but in English, this is how they say R. It's in arrear. Something you put away till the end when you start taking it out, but you're still paying taxes on it. Could be rare, but raw is 18. This is 59. The thing about 59, I'm going to explain that after. The reverse of what is 5 is 9. You get once you get into the E world, right? You have the heavens, you have the birth, so you have this numeric value over here. So when you have A through Z, okay, the I is over here, but the alphabet ends on 8. So does that mean that we come into the next world? Or is the I going to be implanted inside of here? One of the things I was going to do is put 9999. The thing is, okay, I'm going to put, whoop, that's a 9. That's a 6, and this is a 5, and this is an 8. And then this is an 8, and this is a 5, and this is a 6. Okay, and then this is a 6, and this is a 6, and this is a 5, 8, 8, 5, and then see, we got all the corners. If this was Monopoly, eh? And then we're going to just, I'm just doing it real quick here. Okay, and then over here you're going to get 2, 1, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 7, 7, 4, 1. And I'm just putting 4 blocks inverted to each other in basic numbers. It usually doesn't go this way, but I'm showing you a skeleton of. 147, 147, 1, 2, 3, 3, 3, 2, 1, 4, 7, 7, 4, 1. And here's where all 9 come together. Here's where all 9 come together. And here's the inside. And this is the outside. So this is going to be 24, 24, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 3, 6. This is going to be 10. So this will be 10. So this will be 4, 14, and 8. This will be 22. This will be 22. 4, 7, 11, 22. And the corners will be 1 and 1, 22 and 2. But they're already used over here. I'm counting this here as 24. I'm counting, let me see, did I do that? Yes, I count this here at 24, this here at 24, this here at 10, this here at 10. And then there's a whole bunch of other calculation. And this is where you come with life. And this calculation is the divided gate. So let me see. Inside of here shows me life. When I count the whole thing, it tells me the divided gateway house between 6 and 8. And here's my 6 and here's my 8. So how would this be done? How would this be done? Divided house between 6 and 8 where 9 lives. This is 36. So the core is 36. And then over here you have 16, 12, 16. I'm just trying to see if I got it. 12. So now I'm going to count the, what's it called? Here you have 14, here you have 14, here you have 14, and here you have 14. And inside the center you have 36. So you have EI 59590, EI, EI, O. That's what I got right there. So I don't know what the complete calculation of this is, but I know 6 times 4, 6 plus 4 is that equation, and it equals to 34 DC, which is also noted to be number 1. But anyways, I don't want to get into that. So we're going to get back to the AE world. Okay, this is Mars. This is all about Mars. This is one part of the tied together between the B worlds and the A worlds. I think this is the spirit world, the electronic world, and this is more like the nature, because the A goes within the F to create the torchlight. That's what I call it, okay? It becomes the heaven of I. Here it is I, here it is heaven. So when it is heaven, the 2 is on this angle. But when it is I, there is no 5, there is no 2, because you live on Earth's pole. And the number to Earth and Jack for the plug-in is 52, so below is 2, and above is 5. So when you turn to 6, okay, all the way around, you're going to see 3 and 4. And when you see 3, it's going downwards. When you see 6, in the I position, it goes downwards. Now watch this. I'm going to show 2. When I show 2 over to the right, you can tell me that 3 is downwards. So 3 is downwards when 6 is in the I position, and when the 2 is in this position, it's still downward. You see, to the right. This right, if I go to my 9 face, this 3 would be 7, 5, 3. This 2 would be 1 and 9. This is how I know my numbers and my positions. These are the codes. So when they call them ash, when they go to L, it's part of creation. So it's 3 and 9 coming together. It is the birth and creation of 1 and 1. It is the Fibonacci creation. 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 equals to 1 and 2 equaling to 3. That's your C creation. And we have CCC because it happens, I guess, 3 times. That's a cycle. It happens 3 times, and the 4th one is the mirror. If this 11 is produced and noted as 65, okay, this is what they call in the game of craps, Yo, Elev, meaning the student, Y-O, blue, Earth, and Mars. So AE comes together, and X is the 24th letter. That is the dividing gateway. And what happens is X and W become polarity just the way DC becomes polarity. So when they call them X, they call them creation, because the reverse of creation, okay, the reverse of what is C, what has created C from 1 and 1, right? The reverse of that is X. Creation is a C, they call them X, of arts and entertainment. And they're bringing these 2 worlds together over here, because this world is now going against this world over here. This would happen to be like these initials, and they're number 26, which means they're going against the game of cards. They're going against the house. And when you go against the house, you're playing baccarat. So that means you're staying with the player. That's a good sign, you know. That's a good sign in the gateway. So his name is X. Here is the division. So in Roman numerals, L is 50. When you use the Roman numeral like that, although it looks like an L, but it's a small l, you're not going to have 2 L's. Are you in the game? No. So you have that 1 L over here. So when Elon Musk calls him A12, the L is that 12th letter, because it is creation of the I birth. Where did the child come from? It is the creation of the I birth. Or how about creation of what they call the high birth? And I can go on and I can find other stuff within these words, but we're going to have to ask R2D2 and delve a little bit more. So now we know that L also stands for artificial intelligence, which is the gateway to what is 06. And the reason for this is that the 12th letter, when you add up 1 to 12, it equals to 78. 7 and 8 is also noted to be October. 78 is also noted to be G and H, which is 1 moon, 2 moons. It is also the sounding of F, G, and H. And by golly, it's so crazy that it is, because GH sound like F, and it's a 7 and 8 equals to 15, which is the letter O. And 1 plus 5, which is AE, equals to what is 6. So arts and entertainment, okay, from O, EI-E-I-O, and that's O is who? Is O Mars? Is O Mars? Because O is the 15th letter. The reverse of O, okay, is L12. So it comes back together again. And the reverse of E is V. So somehow we're, there's a lot of things going on in here. I'd have to sit down a lot longer than this. But when they call them ash, because the AEX coming together is where C creation, X is the only Roman numeral that has a family, a full-fledged family member, but so does MDV. MDV is in the 4 house. Okay, that's in the, MDV is in the 4 house, and X, oh no, the reverse alphabet, okay, is XC, but MDV are in the same house. L, okay, and then there's L. I think we only have L and I left over. 12 and 9, 21. Just thinking. So anyways, there you have it. And in the word Grimes is RI. So there's only 2 letters in that family, which represents the sun. So the RI represents the sun. It represents the sun, S-U-N, and the sun of birth, number 29, as 18 Resh of 3 worlds of Ra, heaven's spirit of Venus. And inside of RIM, it is who I am in the Federation. Okay, Federation, House of DC. One of the reasons is there's 3 sides to 7. 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. 343 in letters is CDC. 777, 1 and 6, 7, which is the extremity. And isn't it funny that number 1, O-N-E, O15, N14, E5 totals 34. 3 and 4, 7. 6, S19, I, and S and I 51, 6, Mars, X planet. Mars, X planet, XE, arts and entertainment, creation of. SIX, 19 and 9, 28, and again it connects to Rotas Sator, connecting to the moon. So that's 28, and X is the 24th letter, 28 hours, or 28 times 6, which is 28 times 6 is 120 and 48, 168 hours in a week, or 7 by 24 to 168 hours in the week. Reverse cube. I'm just trying to see where I'm going because I sort of lost my place where I was. Anyways, Raphael 70, 286 in a constellation of Pegasus. You have it, you heard it. There's a lot of things going on with that name, and quite interesting just to know that Ash is because it's in the heavens, A and E because it is A that plays in the E world, bringing in what is the Venus world, bringing in the birth in the heavens, which is HI, 8 and 9, and it's a natural according to Baccarat, and finishing off with A12, right, which is, or A, right, which is actually also AL, which is artificial creation intelligence, and it is the 7th gate to the heavens of Mars. With that said, part of this comes from also élève. Élève is student, AL, and then EL. How And then there's some Jewish words that go along with it too because of sounds. Again, inside of Grimes, M-E, matter and energy, Earth and Mars. In the word Mercury starts with matter, energy of the spirit and Venus in creation. 21, Blackjack, Alpha, Beta, creation of Ra in the divided gates where the Y comes in. That's your word for Mercury. It totals 103. Mars 51, Earth 52. 103. I think September, the scepter, the 9th month birth to the word that fits the French language for 7. 7 by 9 equals to 63 and 16. Well, you have 7 and 9 again, but the 16 says one thing, and then the 63 says something else. It is the student in creation, the torchlight, Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. I hope we can all come together to unscramble the puzzle of the word of creation. For one and all and forever, in equality to best fits who deserves what, by not by choice, but those who put their best foot forward to the best possible ability that they can. All eyes closed. We live in the house of DC. Welcome to the Cubonic world. Departure, September 2022. Takeoff time, I don't know. The spider web is renewing itself with one going and one coming. Brand new spider. Thank you for watching this video.